Take a look at futures this morning. Actually, we've got futures to the upside for once. Last week was a pretty rough week. Dow up at 65, NASDAQ up 119, S&P up 22. We've got a lot of inflation data on deck, and investors are hoping for a soft landing when it comes to the Fed. We're going to get August CPI. That comes out Wednesday. PPI retail sales Thursday. Let's bring in Wealth Consulting Group CEO Jimmy Lee. Jimmy, good morning to you. What are you expecting from all of this inflation data? Is any one of those three reports on your radar?
Good morning, Cheryl, and great to be with you. You know, absolutely. I've been keeping a close eye on the inflation numbers all year long, and this week is going to be a very important print for both of those numbers. And I'm hoping that the shelter costs for the CPI number, the core CPI, comes in lower and really starts to impact inflation, the headline numbers, in a positive way so that the Fed can pause in September and feel more comfortable about not raising rates again, which is what I'm hoping will happen. And so I know that oil is going to be a negative for the inflation data that we're going to see this week, but hopefully oil will tame itself as well. And you know, the consumer is on the tipping point here of running out of money. And you know, my base case has been that we're not going to see a recession this year or next year because of the strength of the consumer, but we're really close to the edge on that.
Well, but the concern here, Jimmy, is that they're charging things on their credit cards. They've overspent, in particular, they overspent in the summer with all the revenge travel, and then their savings rates have gone down. And we've already seen that in the data. The personal saving rates have fallen.
That's true. You know, so the consumer still has been very resilient, though. And I think one of the bright sides for the economy and the markets is there's trillions of dollars, over $5 trillion sitting in money market funds, that if it goes from higher for longer, which is what the consensus is now on interest rates, if that changes and investors start to think that there is no recession next year and that the Fed could actually lower rates sooner than later, then I think you could see a massive shift of money coming out of safe assets, which I've been saying all along this year that it's a big sucker bet, and into risk assets such as equities. And I think there's an opportunity, too, to be able to make some good returns on assets that seem very risky right now, such as real estate.
Right. Well, Mark Tepper is on set with me. We were talking about the Fed and real estate earlier. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, and Jimmy, I would actually like to ask you a little bit about Instacart and its the IPO that they filed for. So this is a company. A few years ago, the valuation was $39 billion. Right now, they're looking to IPO with a valuation of around $7.7 billion. And I look at that, and it really reminds me of WeWork from a few years ago, where that had a valuation north of $40 billion, ended up IPOing at around $10 billion, and now it's worth maybe $100 million or so today. So what's your take on Instacart?
Great to see you. I hope it's a good IPO, but I do agree with you that it sounds a little bit like the WeWork story, which is not good. And obviously, the valuation that it had before was inflated due to COVID and everybody staying home and ordering everything online. But I'm hoping that the investment bankers and the company executives have priced this right, and certainly is a great service, especially for the aging of the United States. Even for my mother and father, who are in their 80s, I tend to order things for them, such as food. And so hopefully it ends up being a company that continues to do well and is healthy, because I think it's something that's a kind of company that's needed for the demographics of this country. But with that being said, I really am hopeful that, you know, we get more IPOs and that the economy starts to look a little bit healthier from a perspective of, you know, venture capital and new money, because with interest rates being so high, you know, the venture capital market's kind of been frozen. And, you know, I think we need to get more people to be more bullish about investing into startups and hopefully getting those to an IPO stage.
Well, I'm glad you're bringing up, and I'm glad Mark brought up Instacart, because as far as public companies right now, the Journal is writing that earnings estimates are rising, and that's a welcome sign for 2023 for a market rally. So does that tell you for the rest of the year, based on this data, that we're going to see a nice rally going into December?
Cheryl, it's fascinating how companies have been able to navigate higher interest rates. And it was really those big tech companies that did the major layoffs in the first quarter. So I think they've right-sized labor costs, which is a huge part of the earnings story. And so I hope that the estimates, that we're talking about and the guidance up continues on. And last quarter, as we know, over 80%, I believe, according to FactSet, companies beat earnings. sort of like what we're used to. And according to our research from our own investment committee, when we've had the S&P 500 go over 20% through July, 10 out of 10 times we've had a positive August 1st through the end of the year, and the average return has been 9.45% according to Bloomberg. So history is on the side of the bulls, and I personally do believe, as I've been saying all year long, and I know that I've been in the minority camp on this, is that I don't see a recession. I think that a lot's going to depend on the Fed, though, and what happens. And I really do think that the Fed will not raise anymore, which if we get this massive shift, and we know the story about not trying to fight the Fed, if we have the Fed as a tailwind going forward,
sure,
I think it's a good sign for the economy and for investors.
Jimmy, you are not actually. We've had several guests come on and say that exact same thing. So you have plenty of friends out there, Jimmy. Don't think that you're alone. Jimmy Lee, good to see you.